Hey guys, James here. Hopefully this sounds alright. We are in EA Sports College Football 25 today. As you can see, we're going to be doing a Dynasty as Nebraska, trying to bring them back to glory. This video is going to have maybe 5 to 10 minutes of audio from me.
It's time to select your rosters.
This was my first episode recording from a PS5, and I didn't realize my mic was not actually turned on it. So, the video got recorded without me, actually, my commentary actually being recorded. So, I'm recording over right now. That's why it's kind of obviously off from what is happening in the video. But what basically happens in this is I make my coach, sign my contract with the team, and then we go in and set up our recruiting board. We take a quick look at our coordinators, and then we go over the roster a little bit, I believe, at the end.
And now you'll choose
So,
where to start here.
I have turned the game audio down a little bit in post-processing, but I'm not, I don't know if it's perfect yet, so I guess we'll see. I would appreciate any feedback on that. Hopefully, I do have the next video recorded already, and it is of the gameplay actually, and my mic was recording this time, so we should be good from there. What I'm thinking about doing with this series is possibly 2 videos a day, but it might be a video a day, and I kind of want to do a gameplay video of me playing the game actually, and then like the actual football game. And then a recruiting update and like stat updates and stuff like that in a second video. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but that's my idea. At this point in the video, you guys are watching me create my actual coach. Let's see, we're going to run a 4-2-5 defense and the Nebraska Pro style. The defense, Nebraska actually runs a 3-3-5, but just messing around with a 3-3-5 in game, it's not as good as the as it is in real life. And also, Nebraska's defense is a little bit underrated in the game. They have probably one of the better interior defensive lines in the country, between Nash Hutmacher and Ty Robinson. And Ty Robinson's only like a 78 on here. So I haven't changed it actually, but I did switch over to the 4-2-5 to kind of allow those two to be on the field at the same time. And you'll see that in the first game against UTEP in the second video of the series, that I have to mess around with my depth chart a little bit to get them both on the field at the same time, actually. So one thing that we're not on right now, but that was happening while I was talking just before about the defensive tackles. We chose our pipeline. So I think I went with East Texas or North Texas or something like that. Maybe, I can't even remember really. But that's going to give us a little bit of recruiting bonus in those areas. And then I changed up the AI aggressiveness. I turned it down for offense and up for defense. That's my personal play style. On offense, I try to run a lot. I may run first, run it until we get stopped, and then I'll try and throw it. And defense, I like to be aggressive. I like to blitz, even if it costs me. So, yeah, we are making our guy right now, deciding what to wear. His shoulders look huge. It's like he has shoulder pads on. So we're getting in here. Here is the contract.
First coaching contract. Make sure to pay attention to
So as
the
you can see,
expectations
Nebraska,
of the role. These are
we
based
were
on
decent in the
real-life historical
aughts and
records
early
of the
teens.
school. Failing to meet the university's
And
expectations
after
will
2016,
land you
it's
on
been
the
a
hot seat
rough
and
ride as a
potentially
Nebraska
have
fan.
you looking for a new job when
We
the
haven't
coaching
made a bowl game
carousel rolls around.
in a while. So we're hoping real life Matt Rule can bring us back to the promised land. But I guess we'll see. In the game, we're gonna try our best to bring Nebraska back to glory, win a national title. So we're on the main menu there. We are hopping into the recruiting board as we speak, and you'll watch me messing around with stuff. I go and look at my pipelines, yeah, and just looking at, like, I don't remember, yeah, the Kiki Owuzi. We add him. Don't know if we'll get him, but we'll see. So yeah, you see me going through and adding some people. I think I end up with like 21 to 25 targets or something like that. Honestly, I still need to learn. It's going to be a learning experience with the recruiting in this, as I'm not sure on how many like 5 stars I should go after as Nebraska, and high 4 stars and stuff like that, and if I should actually be digging around trying to find hidden gems of 3 stars, because obviously we only have a limited amount of hours to recruit, and one thing I have found out is getting, which in real life it's the most important thing, is getting the recruits on campus to visit, and getting them on campus early. That is a huge thing in this. Back in 2014 college football, you would, like, I always tried to, the big games at the end of the year, try and load up on as visits. And I don't know if that actually did anything or not, but that's what you tried to do. But yeah, now you want to get them as early as possible. And obviously, the the recruiting game in this has been completely revamped from what 2014 was. There are bonuses to who you're playing in games, if it's a rivalry game, if you lose, if you win, if you have other players who are the same position, it's going to be negative. If you have players who are complementary positions, like a defensive tackle and an outside linebacker or a defensive end, you will get benefits to it. So as you can see, we're actually at 26 targets right now. I think I'm looking through South Dakota, yeah, North Dakota was the other one. Then we went to Texas to see if anyone was looking at us. And we didn't. We also went and looked at Utah. I don't believe, maybe I added, yeah, okay, I add him. I don't think I add the Ellinger guy down there. So we got 27 targets. And you'll see what I do here is I go through and I offer everyone scholarships. And then I offer everyone, or I scout as many as I can, starting with the 3 stars. And what I do there is we're doing that. Later in the video, we'll get to week 0, and I don't think I'm going to actually record audio all the way to that point. But we will we'll get to week 0, which is an actual week. We just don't have a game in it. So we go through that as well, and you see that I go through and I add, and we're looking at the team needs right now for next year's recruiting class. We got Dylan Raiola at quarterback. He's gonna be starting for us, and we'll see how he progresses. At halfback, we're gonna have Dante Dowdell, Ramir Johnson, and Emmett Johnson. Those 3 are gonna be, and it's mostly gonna be Ramir Johnson and Dowdell that get most of the carries. Although I should probably try and get Emmett Johnson involved more. Fullback, we got Jenner Bonner. Wide receiver, big time. We have Isaiah Nair and oh man, I'm drawing blank on his name. Banks. Oh gosh, I can't remember off the top of my head right now. And then we have Jalen Lloyd, Malachi Coleman. Tight end, Thomas Fedoni. The offensive line's solid. Getting over to defense, there's Nash Hutmacher right there. Solid. We got Ty Robinson. Linebackers are solid. Then we got Tommy Hill at corner. Isaac Gifford at strong safety. Yeah, so went through that. Obviously, I went through it a little nonchalantly, and I went through quicker in the actual recording. But I think later on in the video, I mess around with the depth chart a little bit. So you can see I'm just going through offering scholarships right now. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I should keep recording audio or now you know what? I'm gonna end my audio here, guys. Feel free to watch the rest of the video. It's just going over the recruiting class, kind of messing with the recruiting board, I should say, and going over the depth chart a bit. So you'll see that. I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much it. You'll see my recruiting strategy that I'm going with, and we'll see if it works or not. But yeah, other than that, there's really nothing else for me to sit here and talk about. You see me going into the coach talent tree, essentially. And I select my first motivator thing. I think I go, yeah, defensive line. But yeah, it's great to have college football back. It has been, I'm not a huge Madden fan, NFL fan even. I watch, but I'm not a fan of any team. And obviously you can see I'm a huge Nebraska fan. So yeah, it's great to have this back. But with that, guys, I'm gonna end this audio. Video will continue for about I think 16 minutes or so. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the series. Warning, I am honestly pretty terrible at the game. Passing is definitely not my strong suit. So we will be recruiting runners, running backs, and defense hard so that we can get that going. Obviously, we're in a pro-style offense, but we'll see. Also, if I can learn the RPO, that'll be fun. But yeah, if you guys got any comments, suggestions, let me know. I'm going to be playing on All-American difficulty, not Heisman, for now. And yeah, let's bring Nebraska back. So, with that, thank you guys for tuning in. Go Big Red.